Hello and welcome. I'm Tami Lindsay with Connecting with Angels, and today my friend and I, Laurie Johnson, are going to do a creativity exercise. We use light language and toning, intention, and I like to connect with angels. So, welcome and thank you for watching. Well, hi, Laurie.
Hi,
Welcome.
Tammy.
Thank you for joining me this morning. So we decided to do a creativity
hmm
little exercise, and we're going to paint and talk about emotions and just chat and paint. So our intention is to open the well of inspiration to create from our hearts, to trust the flow and understand that my creativity is a gift to the world. So let's
Oh
begin
my
with
gosh, why am I already overflowing with emotion? I just
That's great. That's great. So, so we'll begin with a deep breath into your heart. Maybe put your hand on your heart and one hand on your lower belly. And the first tone is hum. And the second tone is ah, e, ah. So let's breathe in.
okay.
Mm. And then another deep breath in. Ah, e, ah. And deep breath in. Deep breath in. One more time. Deep breath in. Another deep breath in. Then let's breathe in inspiration. Exhale creation. And then rest in wonder. Aniki tuna ora ine shinati na oruko shineki na a ika nali nati shutu nakotra ai ushanai.
Ye tikara a yana alarde eke rosia tia la a le tiki ilarde I shikeya.
Ene ki tūno kura ina kataro ishina la ina ka shineti tukotoro unana kiti I putuno unolo una ka ina kita ta aro o shina ki I pu shinale ina kiti. Pu ana ini iku potu a sha na aru.
Pitata alare e tiki tikarade I tina alarde ese she tiki ilarde I yotna alarde I tiki ala lat ina alarde I tukura se tika alara tuna ala tiki tiki tiki.
Okay, so we get to the place of joy and and that's where inspiration comes from. It's and I saw the geometry of it. So the universe speaks to me in geometry, in um, si- symbols, colors, smells, and this is about creativity. So the the first thing is don't be afraid of your emotions. Lean into them. Um, and so I want to invite you to just go ahead and grab your pen or your instrument. So I'm going to use this. This is a black marker, and I'm going to put some marks on the page. So the first step is always with if you're going to create art, and I'm a multimedia artist, I like to use paper and paint and all kinds of things and quotes. So I'm going to add this. I've got inspiration and intuition. But the first step with making art or music or dance or anything is to just do it, do something. Start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can do. So
Okay.
I'm going to put this on the page, and I've already got I've already got some orange here. So the symbol of the sun, you know, add a little sunshine and the color orange. I've already started one painting. Um, and I've got another little thing over here. Creativity takes courage.
Oh,
And that's one of the things that I love about Laurie. She, if we, I want to begin with fear. Fear. So when we think about fear, does it have a shape? Does it have a color? Um, so I know for me, it has a shape. I'm going to draw that shape. It's a square. It has colors. It is red and black. So I'm going to put in some color. What does it feel like? The shape of fear. So I want you to think about some things you're afraid of. And I got a good one right here. Motorcycles. Some people are
mm,
afraid of riding motorcycles, but Laurie loves to ride motorcycles. So
mm-hmm.
she's fearless when it comes to riding motorcycles. So I got this motorcycle, and I'm going to take this image and put it up there because it represents the opposite of fear. It represents courage. Um, for Laurie. So some people find certain things exciting, and then some people find certain things scary. So the opposite of fear is courage. So Laurie,
Mm-hmm.
describe how you feel when your perspective on riding motorcycles.
Okay. Well, I'm the passenger. I did learn how to drive a motorcycle, but when I learned, we moved to St. Louis, and our house was on a little hill that went off into a busy street, and I decided at that point that I've learned enough to know what to do, but I didn't want to continue. But being a passenger is like, um, people have described it like going to church, the wind therapy, where you just feel at one with everything around you. And it is just really freeing. And I actually had a great experience this weekend. So on Friday, I started to watch Dan's video about him taking his Tesla to the test track. I didn't finish it, but he said that, yeah, I got my thing on there. I'm going to try to get up to 150 miles per hour. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that is like one of my things on my bucket list that I would love to do, take a high performance car on a track. Um, just because I like to go fast and I've never really felt comfortable going fast because I'm always afraid that, um, what if someone pops out someplace? I don't want to kill myself or anyone else. There's fear
Uh-huh.
involved in that. But John's brother came and spent the weekend up here, and he had a Stingray. I didn't even think anything of it. And Saturday morning, he said, Laurie, you want to you go for a ride? And I'm like, a ride? He said, a ride. And I'm like, really? He says, yeah. So I said, well, give me the keys. I took them. Um, someone said, well, are you going to go with her? And I said, you can go with me if you want. I already have an idea. But oh my gosh, the power under that hood of that vehicle.
Hour. Okay.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh. It was, and the imaginary brakes worked really well because a couple times I saw him like slamming,
So
and it
right.
wasn't even, yeah.
So driving fast is fun for you.
Yes, on
Yeah.
boats too, driving fast. Oh my gosh, I love going fast.
Okay. So what is the shape of courage and going fast? Or a symbol of that. You might want to draw it and and share some of this too because so for and okay, so for me courage, um I'm fearless when it comes to like kayaking when lots of people are afraid. Like I went kayaking Saturday. I saw two alligators and I can remember trying to get my friends oh, you must come with me, and they're like, oh, there are sharks in the water. So from one perspective, kayaking is freedom. um it's it's joy, it's connecting with earth, the sun, the water. It's 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 very peaceful, and I get into a really still place. And it was funny, I was singing light language when I got there. It was windy and blowing, and the water just turned into straight stillness.
Oh wow.
So for me, it's peaceful. Even the alligators. If you grow up in South Florida and I live there, they're just everywhere. You don't, some people can't go out in nature because of snakes or bears or whatever it is. So
Mhm.
you're imagining these things that could harm you, so you're in your box. And I got the shape of a box. So fear is the
Yeah,
box.
this is my fear. It's a shifty, um, dark, and I got this shape a long time ago. And when I was in my first marriage, there'd be times I would sit there and all of a sudden I'd feel this heavy darkness just blanket me that was oozy and it's heavy. So, yeah, this is with colored pencils, it doesn't look that bad, but
That's cool. That's cool. That's You get the shape of it. Yeah, like
yeah.
yeah, so it's like what are some things we're afraid of? Blood, snakes, you know. So you can draw a symbol of a snake.
Well, see, I like snakes. So,
See? Snakes to some people are very scary. You could so draw some things that might be scary.
Okay.
Yeah, scary movies. Like some people love scary movies. My
I
daughter
love
does.
scary movies. Oh
Oh,
my
scary
gosh.
movies. Well, I say I really don't watch a lot of that now, but the truth is I love like Viking movies. And
Oh,
I
well,
love,
who doesn't like a good Viking? Oh my
oh
gosh.
my gosh. That's right. Oh yeah. And then I Vampire Lestat. Oh my
Oh,
God. Yeah.
yes. Oh my gosh.
Vampires. So blood, guts. Oh, what does that feel like? You know, the truth is I kind of dip my toes in it a little bit, but I prefer like funny things but I guess if I want to feel sad, I have certain movies I watch and they
Oh,
make me cry. Goodwill Hunting, number one.
oh,
Oh yeah, I was a social worker, so it's about, so anyway, it it does help to release those emotions. So I'm going to say
oh,
um sometimes when you're feeling stuck, you can listen to a song. Oh, we got a song this morning, Landslide, and I thought that was perfect because um, listening to your favorite music. I've got songs that I listen to, and I remember when I would break up with somebody, I would listen to this one song by Whitesnake. Here I go again, on my own again.
oh,
Anyway,
here
that
I
song
go
can come
on
on now
my
and it can,
own.
yes. So music, movies, they can make us feel without actually going through it.
Oh my God. Well, so okay, you got me all pumped up with feeling good and inspiration, creativity, and now I'm trying to think of stuff I'm afraid of, and I'm
Yeah.
okay. So one thing I thought of was being caged in bars, not
Oh,
being able to move, not being able to go anywhere.
oh
That's
yeah.
like being trapped, which oh my God, you know what? That is like really clever because I think there is a good limiting belief in there
Yeah.
that,
So breathe into that wherever you feel it
oh,
and just let it go. Like
mhm,
I'm okay being like sometimes being scared is valid and good or
mhm.
feeling those emotions. Um, I got this one. These are quotes out of an old book. It says kissing is a means of getting two people so close together that they can't see anything wrong with each other. So some people are afraid to kiss, you know, but then they might want to kiss somebody. So I'm gonna put some what what does it feel like to kiss somebody? Um,
Mm.
what emotions rise up? For some people, kissing is awesome. For some people, it's not awesome at all. What
Well,
colors
I
arise?
like, yeah, I like kissing. I like kissing my girlfriends, which is, it's kind of like thrilling, you know?
Yeah.
Which, but like kissing is warmth and sensual but kissing girlfriends is fun and joy and energy and excitement. The other kind of kissing for, like boom kissing is
What?
all about connection, closeness, um, safety. Oh, weird. That's weird. Safety. You feel
Safety.
safe enough that you can be that close. And
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So I was I had some really, I've been having a lot of visions and downloads lately. And one, I really was, I think I was observing non physical getting close together and coming apart,
Ooh.
coming together. And it started with two, and then there were more, but they were just blue beings and they were coming together. And anyway, so kissing is scary for some people if they're not in a relationship and they want to kiss, or it's intimate. It's intimacy is scary for some people, and it's thrilling, exciting, it's fun. So you really can come up with whatever perspective you want. um but
Right. And for
just kind of,
me,
and it's funny,
yeah,
you can just go there, you know what I mean? So
right. For me, physical touch is closeness. So, um, like when we were at the retreats, just sitting like right next to someone, well, you sitting right next to you was like going home, girl. It was just like,
oh, you're so sweet.
I just, I know some people don't like touching, which when I started out in this life, my family was not touchy-feely, or verbally expressive of love or anything like that. But as I've gotten older, it's all about, I love hugging people. And it's so weird to me when some people don't like to hug. But I know there's a fear. Well, some people don't like massages. I love massages. So,
Oh yeah, touching. So I like to be touched. I like massages.
hmm,
I like kisses and
hmm,
hugs. And this
yeah.
is, I got another quote. The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing. Marcus Aurelius. Okay,
Oh,
so
nice. Oh, good old Marcus.
if you are moving through life, are you wrestling with life or are you going with the flow?
Mm,
Um, Allowing what you like in your life, you know. What
yeah.
kind of shape does that take? What kind of emotions come up when are you, is life easy for you or is it a wrestling match? Sometimes it feels like a wrestling match, doesn't it?
Oh, I know.
I put this on here. So, what color and shape would that be? Are we dancing with life? Since this is about creativity, is
Hmm.
there a lightness to your body movements?
Oh my gosh, I was just so um body. That's it. That's a good one because going through physical therapy right now. I signed up for a body strengthening online course where you strengthen up to the point of where your body can't move. It's more about like how your body flows naturally instead of just, exercising, doing repetitive motion. So it starts a little bit like that. But, I think this was the $27 free part, or, $27 4-week course. And then last night I talked to someone about, you know, a coach, but really they're just trying to sell you the upgrade, which was $8,800 for 1 year of coaching and then 1 year of just online and group instruction. And I'm like, well, I have a spiritual course I wanted to take that was about the same price. So um, that's not going to happen. But I had a great conversation with this guy from Sweden because,
I love it.
yeah, I'm not sure they're British or something, the original people of this. But he was talking about being secure in your body so you can be yourself. And when he said that, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm always afraid of, I've been trying to get this better relationship with my body. Um, Not just being a thing that's giving me pain, to actually get back to where I can listen to the messages it's giving me, which are beautiful. But I realize that when I'm even talking to people, that I'm also very body conscious of where the pain's going to be. So I'm not fully present with what's going on because I'm focused on how to managing my body. And I'm like, that insight right there was worth the 45-minute call. That,
Yeah. Wait, here's another quote. Ouch, that felt good. Karen Elizabeth Gordon. Ouch, that felt good. Ah,
oh, kind of
ah.
like a deep tissue massage. You ever have one of those?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Ouch. And then afterwards, oh, that feels so much better.
Ouch. Yeah, the things I like yoga, which the type of yoga I do is a body flow. So it's Tai Chi, Pilates, and yoga, a blended thing. It's a flow. Um, and I like to go for walks. I like to dance. So that's real creativity. Movement, it, what does movement have to do with creative flow? Well, if you're stuck inside fear, that's living in your body. And where does it live? So movement helps you, and you don't have to move. You can move in gentle ways. So, um, you can do things like take massage. I, you know, living like as an artist means moving the body, playing. Um, the more I don't move, the more stuck I feel inside my body, and you don't want to be trapped in the body,
Right.
like you said. You want to keep your body moving and flowing. And exercise is one way to, just like art, like when you're when you're painting, it's a meditative practice. You're not really thinking, you're moving your hands, you're drawing symbols. Um, like using a mandala is another way to really just focus on drawing. So, like shapes, like circles, triangles, different shapes in art. And that's how that's kind of my process. So what I do is I lay down color. Then I might add some interesting things to it, like quotes. And then I'll name it, give the art, and these are just warm-ups. Then I will see what works, what colors go together, contrasting colors or complementary colors. But often I am expressing myself, some kind of emotion. And I end up having a lot of couples. And this is something, and I'll show you one of them. There's one right here. So this is one. Um, they're
Oh,
like,
I
yeah,
like this.
yeah, they're little people, their energy, like,
Mm-hmm.
this wouldn't be like two friends walking somewhere. And
Oh, cool. That's so cool.
yeah, so, um, the, what emotion am I expressing in that? Friendship. And so once I get my colors and it seems to sort of take a shape, and then I will, I will add some interesting lines. I think I'll call this one the kiss.
When I make art, I usually get an inspiration that becomes an earworm. And I'm like, huh, how would I do that? Uh, these are like pieces that actually form into something. Um, and oh, you know what? I can show you my, what time is it? Oh, you almost have to go, don't you? Goes too
Um,
quick. Well, okay. Since we're almost out of time here, what feels like creativity is like a flowing river, and then out of the
love it.
river comes different things. Like I started to do a little flower, but there's a lot of love and flow and peace um, that I love lakes more than I like rivers, but it feels like the creativity is actually a flow, jumping into a flow of things.
I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. Water, the color blue,
Mhm.
maybe some purple.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, and I like that creativity is a flow. Um, my body, my body wants to flow also, which is the movement, like like you said, the dancing, um, going for a walk, taking a swim.
Oh, I love to swim. One of my favorite things to do. Love it.
I love to swim. I I have gone to the YMCA in the past where I'd, go swimming a few times a week, but I've not done that in a while. I know this summer that I've gotten braver as long as the weather's not bad. Going to Lake Superior and getting in the water and then actually swimming. Um, that water is like a cold plunge in August. So, but as long, yeah,
Go ahead.
as long as there's kids there already swimming, I'm like, if the kids can do it, I used to do that as a kid too. We would, when we'd go up to Lake Superior, we'd jump in, play until we're almost turning blue, come up, warm up, and then go back in.
Okay. Well, so I invite people to play with signs and symbols and just focus on enjoying your creations. I'll show you. This was what I created.
Oh, that's cool. Is that two people?
Yeah, it sort of looks like two people exploring their emotions.
Okay. Nice.
And this was
Well, yeah, it's you said it's called The Kiss, reminiscent of Klimt and The Kiss.
yeah. And
Oh.
this is one where, maybe maybe you're afraid to do something you want to do. That red scary stuff is there,
Hmm.
but once you find the courage to follow your inspiration, this hard shell that you have developed begins to just drop away.
Mm.
And so that's kind of what the message is, to um, breathe in inspiration, allow your creativity to flow, play like a child, and your creations are perfect. And so that's walking in life with a sense of ease and joy. Maybe lightness is a word,
Lightness. Yes.
is a
Right,
word
because you don't want
to,
to take it seriously.
yeah. Artists break all the rules. I don't paint like anybody else. I don't create like anybody else. Your creations are perfect. So,
Mhm.
well, thank you
Oh,
today.
thank
And
you. I love painting or creating and drawing with.
yeah,
I love
well,
drawing
creating
with
with
other people.
friends is even more
Creating with
fun.
friends is always fun.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I love you.
Love you too.
All right.
I'll
Bye
see you
bye.
later. Bye.